I hope you're ready for this sprint race to unravel in its glory. A 10-lap race. I hope you're all excited for this because it's about to get mental. That is for sure. As the grid lines up once again. Here we go, people. I hope you are looking forward to this. It's taking a bit, so I'm stalling. But here we go. It's 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out. A bit of a stall start. And, oh. What the hell has happened? Oh, going for a bit of a bug session apparently.
And it's now a safety car, apparently.
And away we go. Apparently 3 of the cars lagged at the start. What the hell just happened? I don't know. This is why we test out the swim race and decide whether we want it or not for next season. Because bugs like this happen, it's now a safety car straight away.
So, who knows, but I'm sure... Well, we'll test it further. You know, we can't just base it off of one. We need to be able to do at least a couple to be able to see if it is a one like thing, just an occurrence, or you know, if it's or it is like legit and it's just like happens all the time. But you know, we'll come to that at Brazil. Yeah. For now, we'll just look at this and sort of have to deal with this for the meanwhile. But
Exactly.
as the flags have been waved green now, and it is underway. We just got to wait for... Oh, Jamie been given 5-second time penalty, collisioning with signs. I'm sure that's got to be something to do with internet as well. But safety car is in, and Charlie will be continuing this race at the front with a rolling start. Like I said about before with the timings, you need to be able to time it perfectly to get a decent start and to put a decent gap between you and the car behind to really make this safety car restart a decent thing. And it seems like he has done it. He's already got a 1.2 now second gap between him and Harry now. As the lights have gone green and everyone back to racing conditions, we can race normally, ladies and gentlemen. Preston looking to make an overtake or sizing up an overtake on Harry. He looks like to be going down into this right-hander. He looks to go down the inside, but he faked it, made Harry go defensive, which might have lost Harry just a little bit of time during that corner as he had to play the defensive game against Preston there. But you can tell Preston is faster and quicker through this first section. He got a great start on, even though Harry didn't, you know, Preston still got a great start, and now I'm sure he'll get a nice toe down this long straight to maybe get past Harry. He's deploying ERS, and will he make a move before turns 9? There is no DRS just yet. He's getting ever so close. It's 1/10 and now between those two, but he's just gonna have to wait an extra turn as Preston has gone purple sector 2, and you know Harry is now 5/10 of a second clear of Preston.
Between him and Harry, Charlie will be loving this.
Preston's
Oh!
gone wide. And Preston's gone wide, and that's let Lewis Hamilton free. Now he has Sebastian Vettel behind him. Charlie goes fastest with a 1:22.4 of the fastest lap of the race. It looks like Callum made a slight bit of contact there with Vettel.
Oh my God!
Callum's gone round. And Callum's gone round into turns 1, making contact with his teammate. That means that lets Jamie up into P9. And Callum given a 5-second time penalty for collisioning with Latifi.
It was a unsafe re-entry of the track, and he has suffered due to it. A very unlucky time for Callum for sure. Jamie now benefited up to P9. Preston still trying his utter best to catch up to Lewis Hamilton here. He has him in his sights, possibly going to go for it now. Gonna get up the details so you guys can see it right now. Using the full pace, using his ERS here. Trying all he can to find the gap on Lewis Hamilton. Oh, little bit of contact going on the outside. No, I mean the inside actually of Lewis, and he manages to make it past. Gets that P3 and has Harry in his sights, but no, Lewis Hamilton goes straight back and takes the position back. The AIs are not settling to be defeated by the driver today, but can Preston come back on this straight? That's the question everyone is wondering here today.
DRS been able to slap, and yes, you could see that Preston went wide into that turn 13, and went on the curb, and he just lost so much time because, you know, if you get on the curb and you put too much power on it, you're going to spin out. So he knew he couldn't apply much throttle, but he is getting ever so close. He looks to try go. He goes on the grass there. He makes a bit of wall contact there with Hamilton, but makes the move down the inside, and now he's up into P3. Harry. Yeah, it wasn't particularly great for Callum, you know, making that contact and then getting spun off into the gravel and then re-entry, and it isn't great, but, you know, he still has about 4 laps to maybe gain a couple of positions depending on his pace.
Absolutely, and now Callum manages to make a pass, not 1, but 2 AIs up to P17, but Joe Guan Yu may be coming back on Callum. Callum tries to shut him off, and does. Guan Yu Zhou manages to survive that attack, but is now absolutely pressuring Callum to go and play the defensive game. Can Callum hold him off or not? That is the question, but...
yeah, he was 1.5 during that, just before the old turns 9 and 10. Oh, and Preston's gone round, and Preston has gone round and hit the barriers, and that will not be good for him. He looks to be overtaken by Lewis Hamilton, and this is crucial for the championship. Like I said, this can be well good for him in the sprint race, or it can cause drama. Like this very moment, Preston at the moment will be getting P3 in the actual start, but that spin has costed him even more points right
and I missed it because we were distracted by Preston, but Charlie has taken the win in the sprint race of the Australian Grand Prix. Well done to Charlie on getting my full 8 points. Let's say 9 because of that pole position point. I still reckon he gets that pole point. We'll have to search it up later, but who knows. Well, our full 8 points within the sprint race. Harry takes the 7 points. Jake, due to Lewis Hamilton, takes the 6. Preston gets 5. Yuki with 4, and you get it anyway. We're going to move on now. I'm not sure if there's a leaderboard or not, but we'll see you whatever happens next. Driver of the day goes to Lando. Sorry, missed that. Here we go, people. And here you are with the sprint race leaderboard. We do actually have one. Charlie gets P1, Harry gets P2, Jake, because of Lewis Hamilton, gets P3, Preston in P4, then Jamie gets P9, and if we go down a bit, Callum gets P15, of course. There's also George and Matlock, but I was just mentioning Jake because he gets some points, of course. But what a great sprint race this was, and I hope you are all ready for the race to come. Please stay tuned, people. It's going to be good.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's lights out. Oh, give it a minute. Oh, and it's another Sonoda disqualified, and it's happened again.
Oh! What the hell has happened?
It's lights out and away we go, and Harry has now left. Right, well, we're now lights out and away we go, but it is a safety car.
I just don't get this. What the hell has happened? Exactly, and Preston will be looking to take advantage of this here today because Charlie is now down in P16. What chance does Preston have right here, right now?
Well, you know, I'm sure Preston will have a great chance, and he didn't look like he didn't have great pace, but towards the end of the sprint race, he did seem to have like some decent pace in hand. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what he can do, as he almost tries to size up a move on Harry there. Looking very quicker than Harry at the moment, but he goes slightly wide into that turn. Harry just managing to hold him off, but will he hold him off for much longer is the question. Harry still defending for life. Preston pushing as hard as he can to try and get past Harry.
And is Harry up to the challenge of defending? I mean, that is the question. Preston is absolutely pursuing him now, looking to go on the inside of Harry. Couldn't secure it. Now looking potentially on the outside. Can he pull? Oh, he's gone again.
He's gone round. I think that. He's managed to keep it alive, and I'm sure he's got some damage, but oh no, that's the same mistake he's made twice now in the sprint race, and now that is not what he needs right now. Harry is leading this race, and that was not Harry's fault. That was Preston pushing at 110% and making a slight mistake going onto that curb. And I'm telling you, that curb on the left-hand side when you go to push is a very deadly thing, and I'm telling you, it punishes you like it's punished Preston twice now.
Stupid, but Preston coming in with faster lap with 123.450, showing for Preston is wanting to catch up now, and he has Fernando Alonso in his sights. Can he look for the overtake here? He is catching up to the Alpine, Charlie's partner, of course, looking to the outside, cannot secure it, potentially looking on the inside now.
No, but he's definitely trying to size up a move on Fernando Alonso, the teammate of his championship rival right now. And this will be very crucial if he can keep holding him up for much longer to maybe slow down Preston as much as he can and act as a front gunner for Charlie to maybe so he can limitize the points that Preston gets today. He looked to try to go down the inside at turn 9, slightly going over these curves, and this is where he punishes himself going on that curve a bit too much on that left hand side. He does have DRS, he almost makes contact by going into the rear end of him, but he has to stop there because otherwise he wouldn't be able to make a move. To be making collision, but Preston could have made a move there, yet if he didn't have gone into almost going to the back of him, and it was a bit too late when he moved off to one of the sides to try to get past. But he still had another bite at the dust, and you know, here he goes down in the pit straight, opens up DRS once again, and he'll look to go down into turns 1 in the inside. Fernando Alonso slightly moves over to the inside. Preston moves over to the left hand side to get this overtake done. And now up into P4 for Preston. What a move. Fakes it to go down the inside. Makes him go defensive. And then it's just an easy pick-in after that. Goes around the outside. Dancing his car away. Around.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Charlie is now overtaking Nicholas Latifi and Carlos Sainz. They were both bugging out, but yet Charlie has secured the P9 position with overtaking not just a Ferrari of Carlos Sainz, but the Williams of Nicholas Latifi, or should I say Gotifi. Charlie now on top on P9. Of course, has George Russell in front of him. Then has Callum. That's going to be an interesting battle for sure.
But Callum now, he's making ever so, he's even closer to Alexander Albon at the front. I'm sure he'll be deploying ERS and DRS down this pitch straight now. He will try to make a move. He does. He pulls down to the inside, then switches to the outside, literally what Preston did. Will he dance around the outside of Alexander Albon? He does. They still go wheel to wheel, but it's great stuff and great move from Callum right there. And now up into P5. Now looking to set his eyes on Fernando Alonso. Charlie is only at 1.8 seconds behind Alexander Albon, but he has the Mercedes of George Russell behind him, chasing Charlie as well. So, will George Russell get Charlie first, or will Charlie get Alexander Albon first?
But Preston is right on Lewis Hamilton, going for the overtake, and he gets it up to P2 now. Well done to Preston to get that overtake on Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, very good stuff from Preston there. You know, he looked very good and just got the move done quick and painlessly for Lewis Hamilton. Of a second behind Callum right now, so he will be the next person he has to face and get past, but this one will be a bit more challenging compared to all the other drivers because Callum will be defending for his life. You could see Charlie there wanted to go down the inside there on the straight, but he cut that off. Now Charlie is literally touching the rear end of Callum and then has to back off of that because he knew that Callum was defending him like a lion.
Absolutely. Callum is not giving this up for anything. But whether Charlie's persistency will pay off is another question. And it's looking like it into the corner. Contact!
No! And that is Charlie being spun round. He tried making that move and wasn't given the room. He felt he wasn't given the room, and it looked like he wasn't given the room. To the fact that he got spun by Callum. And now he's moved back down to P8, so he's fell down the ladders and he's going into the pits, and that might be some damage right there.
I mean, you say he wasn't given a room, but also was there even an overtaking opportunity there? There's two perspectives to look at this. We'll definitely look at the data and the footage after this. Look to see what the perspectives are and whether there was either an overtaking opportunity or whether Callum didn't allow him enough space.
Yeah, well, I mean, by the time they got into the corner, Charlie was ahead, and then when he was ready to turn into the corner, Callum was sort of coming around with him, and then yeah, obviously Callum's on the outside, and then Charlie's in the inside. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how things play out because Charlie was the one spun, but so who knows? We'll have to see what footage is and deal with it a bit later on.
But it's really bugging me the fact that the time between Preston and Harry is bugged. Because I keep thinking, oh, Preston's really close. I look at the map, he's not. As Preston does go into the pits now, not sure whether it's damage or not, but it is lap 14 and he's on the medium, so... Oh.
Yeah, definitely. Just looking at the group chat there real quick, but yeah, with that whole thing, Charlie had to pit as well, so he's now down in P15, which has lost him even more positions and time to the people in front. And Preston has now pitted, and he is coming out in P10, so now he's 5 places in front of his championship rival right now. The race leader, Harry, is now decided to come to the pits and decide to react to Preston's call to go into the pits. And will he go on the... He does go on a high compact, so he's making this a one-stop. Lewis Hamilton in the pits. I'm assuming Fernando will go into the pits. No, Fernando stays out alongside Callum. So Callum will move up into P2. Wait, did Harry come out front? Oh no,
he didn't. It's lagged. Harry is saying he's still in front, but he's not.
No, so Harry currently is in P3, ladies and gentlemen. Do not let the leaderboard fool you. But Harry is in 3rd place right now. So, a position behind his championship rival.
Preston's overtaking Sergio Perez here, but Sergio is fighting back now. But Preston goes into that corner and leads Sergio into the corner. Nice work by Preston, but Sergio is coming back. Sergio is not taking no for an answer, but Preston fights back and holds that P4 position.
Yeah, this is a good fight, but also if he's fighting him too much, it means he's losing time to Charlie, who is catching him up very, very quickly. And this will be great to see that Charlie will be fighting his championship rival once again, maybe for a podium, maybe even for the win if he can get past Preston. But by the seams of things, it could be like, if it stayed like this now for the end of the race, it would be the fact that Preston would be gaining some points, on his championship rival.
I don't get what's going on with this race. It's been so bugged.
And that's it, yeah, definitely. But Callum has just finally decided to come in to the pits. That's why he didn't come to pits, because he was on the hards first of all. Now he's going on to the medium compound, which is now let Lewis Hamilton up into P2, but Callum up into P3, and yeah, a couple others into another couple of positions. But Charlie right now trying to size up and move on Sergio Perez. I'm assuming he does have the DRS. He does. Will he try to go for a move? He does, and it's a bold move. They go wheel to wheel. Charlie down the inside and has made the move work already. I'm telling you, he is not wasting time with these overtakes. He's picking the opportunities and the right times to do him. And that's it. He's now one position, 1.3 seconds behind his championship rival. And he is the fastest man on this track at the moment. And I think he might be up with a 120.
And Charlie may be looking for the undertake on Preston.
And that's it. Preston, he's already got up to Preston already. And this is it. He will have DRS on Preston on this straight. So this is for the podium, ladies and gentlemen. Will Charlie get past, or will Preston defend like a lion? Who knows? Charlie's been forced to go just to stay back a little bit longer. But he will have another bite at the cherry on the main straight, unless he will make a move just before turns 14, or on turn 14 should I say. But no, he doesn't. He's sticking behind because he knows he has DRS, and he's not wasting time to try and make a move. He opens up his DRS, and I'm sure he's deploying ERS. He is not. And I'm sure he'll try and make a move down into turn 1. He's not. He's a bit too far back for that and decides to stick. He breaks a little bit late to maybe gain that time that he wants, but he will open up the DRS once again to try and get another move, or try and make another move on Preston. But if not, it'll be, you'll just have to sit a bit behind him for a little bit longer.
Exactly. Preston doing all he can to defend off Charlie, but is it enough? Or will Charlie's, again, as I said before, persistency pay off? Right now, this is such a close battle, and this is the battles you get from the DFL, from the championship battle. Do tune in every week, that's for sure, because the championship is only heating up week by week. I think we're going to go into Abu, and it's going to be the decider as Charlie tries to get the overtake, but he can't. He's still behind.
Looked like Preston almost cut him off there, exactly. But he tries to go down the inside. They go wheel to wheel into turns 13. You know, they're right there. I forgot what it's called right there. But it doesn't matter. They still go wheel to wheel. Charlie and Preston going wheel to wheel. I'm sure Preston will pushes him off just a little bit there. Charlie has been spun once again, and that's another spin and caused by one of the drivers once again. Charlie will not be happy. He will be calling for penalties. He will be calling for everything in the playbook because that was not nice.
I don't know. Oh, he's retired.
And that is crucial for the race now. He is losing critical points.
Why is he retired? What the hell?
Well, you know, Preston will be the main man to really take advantage of this race. You know, I'm sure with the way things just went. You know, oh, and what's gone on there? Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus! Jesus!
And Harry... No, and Harry's been spun round. What's gone on?
But because of a supposed lat, that we know that somehow he's bulked his way into existence, he still stays P1, but he's under safety. What the hell is going on?
I have no clue. This race has gone to a bit shambles at times, but not. It's just when safety cars come out, it just seems to be a real bug.
Honestly, a 5-second penalty for Callum now. What the hell is going on?
I'm going to be totally honest with you. I have no clue what's going on anymore. Harry, you know, it says he's in the lead, but he's literally behind the Oh no, he generally is the man who's leading this race. And apparently he is actually the man who has to, you know, be staying behind the safety car whilst the rest of them actually have to get past and do a lap around the track. That is absolute crazy.
I just don't know. I mean, Preston now trying all he can to catch up to Harry, but I don't think that's even possible. Callum looking for the overtake on Lewis Hamilton here, but will that be even possible? Callum pushing all he can now to get back up, but whether he can be persistent or not is another question. I'm falling apart now.
Yeah, it's just gone a bit all over the place, to be honest with you. But yeah.
We are officially got 2 more laps left. This lap and another one.
And Harry, he's been so dominant in this race. He looked to be in control in every perspective of this race. The safety car, the pace itself. As he comes to turn 13 and the final corner, heading onto the pit straight, I'm sure he will get this win. And this will be the second time this season Harry will come home to probably try and take this win. And I have no clue what he's doing. I'm sure he's celebrating to the fact that he got the win. And Harry crosses the line right now. And Harry wins the Australian Grand Prix and makes it the second race win of the season for him. And now I'm sure he will be confident enough to go into the next race, which is Japan, to potentially maybe take a third race win of the season for Harry, but he's finally found some run of good form this season. Preston takes that P2.
And yes, they do. Preston will be loving it. Whether this stands or not is another question. But if it does, Preston is gaining on Charlie. Giuliano goes to Carlos Sainz of all people. I don't know why, but who knows? Been too distracted with what's been happening. And this is it, people. Your podium. Harry once again walks out for the win. I don't know how, to be honest, but Preston on his left. You've got Lewis Hamilton on his right. Harry will be celebrating his win of the not championship, of the race this evening for sure. But Ferrari will be celebrating with him as well. But I hope you all did enjoy this race, and we'll be back with you in a minute for the leaderboard. Do not miss it. And here we go, people. You have Harry in P1, Preston in P2, and Charlie finishing in P7, and Callum in P8. And the rest of the guys, Jamie P8. I don't know what's going on. It's a crazy race. I hope you did enjoy, and we'll see you all later. Goodbye, guys.